Hello, awesome families. I'm so excited you're watching today's video to give you an idea of where we're going this month and where we're going this week. So let's start with this week. Your children have received some information on expanded form. We've been talking about place value, we've been multiplying, we've been dividing, we're still working on multiplication and division, okay? But we're also talking about expanded form. Now, expanded form is when we take a number and we expand it according to the ones place, the tens place, and hundreds place. So you'll see here, 56 has been expanded into 50 plus 6. 79 has been expanded into 70 plus 9. Now, here's the thing. The answer is here, but what I have your children doing is expanding it so they can prepare to do higher level problems with more steps. This is really important because as they get older and as they move through math, more steps will be required of them so that we're building their stamina. Everybody say stamina. We're building their stamina so they can go through the problem step by step. So we have the answer here, 135. What we do, what you'll see what your kids are doing is when they expand it this way, they're adding down. They're adding down. 50 plus 70. Automatically bring down the 0. Okay, 0 plus 0, 0. 5 plus 7 is 12. They're expanding it. Okay, now when we have larger numbers, what you will see your child doing, 697 plus 423. They can add down. Now, this is something that fourth graders are working on, and you can also add another digit. Okay, we'll add that digit. Okay, so this is something that fourth graders are working on. How would we expand this? Your child is going to do this week, and I don't want to hear, Ashley didn't show us that, because I'm actually showing you after I've showed them. So they saw this last week. So no excuses. Let's eliminate those excuses. When we write this in expanded form, look what happens, parents. We're saying 1,000 plus 600. Uh-oh, it's about to go off the page. I got to bring it over. Okay, plus 90 plus 7. Okay, now at the bottom, what do we have? We have 423. Where does the 400 go? The 400 goes beneath 600. Why? Because this is the hundreds place. Okay, this is the thousands place. This is the tens place. And this is the ones place. Okay. And what we're doing, we're teaching multi-steps here. So 20 plus 3. That is expanded form for addition. You may be wondering, wow, Ashley, why do they have to go through this? Because life requires us to go through the steps. And math is a wonderful vehicle for showing us how to do that without having to be in danger, without having to survive, without having to be in trauma, stress, poverty, destitution, whatever it is. We can do it safely while working through a math problem, okay? And that's what we want our kids to be able to do, is the steps. So when you see their homework, now you can help. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer. Okay, bring you a little bit closer. So now I have them adding down. What's 7 plus 3? 10. Bring down the 0. Bring it down. 0 plus 0, 0. What's 9 plus 2? 11. Very good. We add our plus signs. Bring it down, bring it down. 6 plus 4 is 10. Okay? And then we have 1,000 here. So now we have, they can group this and add 2,000. Then they can add this in here, that's 120. Now we have the answer, 2,120. That's our answer. That's our answer. And I want you to be aware of why this is happening. Why is this happening? Because our kids need to be prepared. And I'm here to support you in preparing your children. Now I'm going to show you where we're going, okay? I'm going to take a different piece of paper and put it up here, show you where we're going. This is really important, okay? We're building step upon step, block upon block, okay? So when we talk about multi-step problems, your children have been exposed to area and perimeter, okay, which is also appropriate for 4th graders, 5th graders, and 6th graders. They're all together, and I'm working with them at their level, and I'm customizing their path according to the state standards. So if you ever wonder, well, Ashley, how is my child doing? Ask me. Okay, I had to move the board so I can say this to you. Ask me how they're doing. But you have to look at their work. If your child is giving you a hard time while they are doing their homework, I want you to join me next Wednesday online so I can support you emotionally master homework time. Because if they don't have their emotions in order, if they're always looking for an escape, they want to do something else, they're not doing the work, they're not building a skill set. And homework's not going anywhere, okay? Now, the other part is when you master one level, there's another level to master. So I want to show you that we did expanded form. Now we're going to do expanded notation. And when we talk about preparing our kids, see, we want them to be confident. Let's say we have the number 197. In expanded notation, and I'm looking at my notes here, okay? Expanded notation, the number 197 would be 100 one time, okay? That plus 99 times 10, okay? Why? And if I want to be really particular, I'll put the 9 after the 10, so it's 10 times 9, because we did 100 times 1, okay? Plus 7. I'll do 1 times 7. What you notice here, we have 100 tens in the ones place, okay? Times 7. Now you may say, oh goodness, you can do this. You can do this. I'm doing it. You can do it, okay? I was not good at math. When we talk about this prepares kids to do the pre-algebraic work of exponents. Exponents being 4, which would equal 4 times 4 times 4. But what happens when you have 0.8 to the 3rd power? Make that look like a 3. 0.8 to the 3rd power. That would equal 0.8 times 0.8 times 0.8, okay, off the page. So we're building them up. We're building them up. When your child is having a difficult time and say, I don't want to do this, you have to see the bigger picture. You have to see, you got to hold the line and see the bigger picture, and you only focus on the steps. Don't focus on, well, you never, and I hate this, and they always, and why did Ashley even do this to us? It's not what I'm doing to you. It's what I'm showing you so your child can be prepared, okay? Now, we're talking about the box method. I showed you on the previous sheet, and we're running towards the finish line here. I want to hold you for maybe 4 more minutes. We talked about this right here, okay? 56 plus 79, we expanded it. 1,697 plus 423, we expanded this. Why is this important? Because if we have numbers like 63 times 750, which is what 4th, 5th, and 6th graders need to know how to do according to the state, and 5th and 6th graders have more requirements of them. We have to put this in according to Eureka Math, which is a curriculum. This is the box method. Okay? I'm so glad you're with me. I'm so glad you're with me in this process. I'm with you. We're all together. How do we solve this? For those of us in our 30s, okay, late 30s, 40s, we saw something that was like, you have to do this part and hold the zero and blah, blah, blah. There's a different method. You have to expand it first, okay? I'm going to expand it. 700 plus 50. And then 60 plus 3. This is called the box method. There's plenty of videos on YouTube. You can check them out for more information. How do we do this? We do 42, add 3 zeros. We do 30, add 2 zeros. That's 2100. And that's 150. Now I have your children. We're not exactly here yet because I have to build them up. I have to build their confidence with experience. We do not build confidence with affirmations that we say before we walk into a room. That's part of it. But we build confidence through competence. Competence through experience. We learn, we make mistakes, we correct, we understand how it works. So when it's time to list these, I have your children listing these in order. It is very tiring sometimes because they don't feel like they can do it. And I say, yet. Now I'm listing these at top, the heaviest number, the biggest number on the top, and then we add all the way down. Now look, when your child gets here, they will remember, because I'll remind them, look at what we did here. It's the same concept. We're adding down. We're adding down. And then, there we go. Sometimes you'll see them, okay? Make sure it's lined up. If your work is not neat, you're going to be confused. Don't be messy. That's what I tell the kids, okay? 4 plus 3, 7, okay? And then bring that down. Now, I like this better because I can see it a little bit better. But remember, when we were in school, we had to go, okay, 0, and then 15, and you go this way. It's 21, 22, okay. Oh, look, there goes 2250 right here. You see that? And then you got to go here. Oh, hold your place. That's 0. That's 30. Okay, bring that over there. That's 42, 43, 44, 45. Okay, 45, 0, 5, 2, 7, 4. Oh, same. Give thanks. Same. Okay, you see that? But I like this more because, I mean, this is good. And some of the kids are still doing this, but I am challenging them. I'm inviting them to do it this way so they can see it and get into the habit of doing the steps. Okay, so I'm going to move this back. I'm so glad you joined me. I'm so glad you joined me. Here at school, we want your children to be successful. And as your child's math instructor, I am committed to seeing them be successful in this realm, in this subject. Because if they can do it here, they can do it anywhere. Let me know if you have any questions. You can email me, you can text me. If you call me and I am not able to answer, I'll call you back. Okay? Talk to you soon.